Hi there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today we're going to be installing a well pump, an above ground well pump. Only bad thing about doing this job today is this well is located underneath the house, so we're going to have to crawl around underneath the house, which is not one of my favorite things to do. But the lady that owns this house, she's such a sweet lady. She's been good to me. We're going to get this done for her today, so stay tuned, folks. Okay friends, so here we are, we're underneath the house. Now what we've already done, we went inside and flipped the breaker. Now the breaker automatically flips right back off because it's got a short in this motor. Now what we did to confirm that is we had a kill switch out here. We went ahead and flipped it off, went back inside, flipped the breaker stayed on. So we know we've got an issue somewhere between here and the pump. So 9 times out of 10, it is the pump. Now what I'm going to do, just to confirm we've got the power off, before I start messing around, I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that I do not have any power on out here, okay? And it looks like that we do not have any power. Okay friends, so we're going to go ahead and start disconnecting this. Okay friends, what we've already done, we went ahead and disconnected our wire that ran to our regulator here. We've already wrapped it up and just tucked it up out of the way right now. Now the next thing we're going to have to do is cut this thing loose. So we're going to take our Sawzall, we're going to cut this piece of PEX right here close up to the pump, and then our 2 lines run to our well pump right here, look like they're made in PVC, and we're going to make a cut as close as we possibly can to this coupler on both sides, so we allow ourselves enough pipe to actually PVC on some new pipe. When we get done, we'll probably end up having to extend this pump out a little bit further, and we'll actually take a shovel and shovel down, get it nice and level, put some brick or something underneath it, and secure this a little bit better than it is now. So let's get started. Okay friends, we've got all 3 of these lines here disconnected. We cut them with a Sawzall, and here's our pump. We've taken it loose here, so now we're going to drag it out from underneath the house. We're going to inspect it. We're going to probably take it with us down to Home Depot, make sure we get the right type of pump that'll fit. We'll measure these fittings, I think that are 1 inch on the PVC. So let's do that. Let's get my big butt out from underneath here and get on down to Home Depot. Okay friends, here's our old pump that we've drug out from underneath the house. As you can see, it looks pretty old and cruddy and nasty, and we know it's shorted out and it doesn't work. Here's our new pump that we just picked up, and we've got a wide variety of different plumbing fittings. So we're going to get busy now starting to cut and get this baby put back together and ready to go underneath the house. Friends, first thing that we noticed here was this new motor is actually a dual voltage motor. It can be set at either 230 volts or 115, and this house is wired at 115 or 110. So it tells us to go ahead and pull this cover off, and there should be a selector switch in here somewhere that we're supposed to be able to see. Aha, I see it. And from this point right here, folks, we take it and we just flip it. You see it says 230. Switch it over to 115 and put the cover back on. Friends, what we're doing now, we're going to install all of our fittings into our pump here. Make sure you apply this Teflon paste. And there's 3 different fittings that we're going to be installing into this motor, and they will accept PVC. Let's just go ahead and get all 3 of those installed and tighten down. Got a large pair of channel lock pliers here. Be sure not to over tighten them, and you crack the fitting. Okay folks, what we're going to do before we install this adapter into the end, we've got a reducer here that we're going to have to use our primer and our cement with. So I'm going to demonstrate this just one time, because we're going to be doing a lot of this once we get underneath the house putting things together. What you want to do, make sure your parts are clean. Take your primer. This is actually kind of like a cleaner. So go ahead and coat the inside of the piece that you're going to attached and the outside, okay? Building inspectors want to see this. It actually lets them know that at least something was wiped on there to actually try to clean it before it's put together. Now we're going to take our glue, go ahead and rub it in here really good, get a nice coat, get a little bit more here on the outside, and quickly go ahead and install your two pieces, okay? Don't mess around. And if you can twist to the right, twist back left, that helps to embed that glue in there very well. So folks, that's how you use your PVC primer and your PVC glue. Okay friends, we went ahead and plumbed up all of our pieces out here on the tailgate of the truck. We've got our return line and our suction line and our pressure line already fixed up. We got one more connection here to make. We're going to be hooking it up to PEX underneath the house on our pressure line. So that's all basically we got to do. I'm going to go ahead and plumb up this last fitting right quick. Go ahead and put our primer on here. Let that dry just a second. We'll put our glue on. And we're going to go and shove this down. Now, I got this pump laying up beside the old pump. And the reason for that is I kind of want to get this same angle from the line coming out. I want to make sure it's going basically the same direction, so it should be headed straight toward our tank. So folks, that's basically, we're just about ready to crawl underneath the house again and go ahead and get this rascal hooked up. Hopefully we'll have some water here in a little bit. Okay friends, back underneath the house, these are the two lines going down to the well. We replumbed the bottom one all the way from the elbow out. That's our return line. And we had to make a cut in the upper line, the main suction line. And we put a coupler in and brought our two pieces out here. Now for the tricky part, we've got to prime both ends of these and glue them up at the same time and shove our pump in all at one time. So we'll show you what that looks like when it's done. Okay friends, hey, we've got our pump installed. We've got our plumbing connections made to the well itself, and we've got our plumbing connection made from the pump to our tank. Now what we need to do, we're gonna get back out from underneath the house. We're gonna grab a few more tools and hook up our power line. And we're going to go ahead and remove our gauge here on top of the pump and prime this baby up, and then we will see if we have water. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay friends, hey, after a long hard day of climbing around underneath the house and hooking up this well pump, we have come to the day's end, and yes friends, we have water. Lots of water. And I know my customers are going to be very happy to have some water tonight. Hey friends, thanks for watching the video. Hope it helped a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.